What's good, Detroit Sports Nation? Oh, we're going to have some fun today. It's a good day to be here at the news desk. We appreciate you being here. I am Vincent. And man, I hope you feel as good as I do today. Because the Detroit Lions have come through for the third week in a row. The 3-game winning streak, baby. 3-game winning streak for the Detroit Lions. And you know what? It's something that they say in the NFL. You know, they say a win is a win as long as you can escape out with a win. I've said that too. And yes, those weeks do feel good. But man, does it feel so different when it's in convincing fashion. Let's talk about it. 31-18 victory for the Detroit Lions. I'm feeling so good. I finally brought the Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid back out. I've told y'all, I've been waiting to bust it back out and celebrate y'all and have a good time here on this microphone. And now we can finally do it. 3-game win streak for this team. Puts them at 4-6. I don't really care too much about the record. We'll talk all about that why. But this is so encouraging, man. This feels so great. This is a win that you earned on both sides of the football, on all three aspects. You won on the road against a team with a winning record in a game you weren't expected to win. This was not stacked up for the Lions to win. Listen, the Giants have been playing good football all season, getting out on a lot of very impressive victories, and you were able to go in their house on the road and prove everybody wrong in the NFL with this victory, man. This feels so good. We got so much to get into. We got so much to talk about. We're going to go break by break because three things, of course, I want to talk about, and we're going to give 3 drinks in celebration for Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid on who deserves some kudos for what they did. Because again, this is a team effort that we saw. They didn't just escape out luckily. They played great 4 quarters of football, which is so rare to see from this team. So we're going to make sure that we give the right kudos and the right credit to everybody who deserves it. And let's start on the offensive side of the football. Come get your glass. Come get your glass and celebrate here with us in DSN, man. Let's talk about what the offense did. I'm impressed all around with the offense and what they did. This was a great game to see from them. I think Jared Goff did just enough. This wasn't a great game from him. This is a great game-managed performance by Jared Goff. It wasn't one of his best performances of the season where he was under 200 yards. I think he was 17-26. Didn't throw a touchdown, didn't throw an interception, but he made timely throws when they needed it most. He did a really good job connecting with Amon-Ra St. Brown in plays that they needed to get a first down. He had a huge 3rd and 1, I believe it was, in the red zone where he threw to Brock Wright, a tight end who really hasn't been featured all season. But he was able to come out and get a nice first down conversion from him. He really he didn't do a whole lot to mess up this game. And sometimes that's all you need from Jared Goff. You don't need to come out looking like Patrick Mahomes. Just don't do anything to screw the game up. You know what you need to do? Hand off to Jamal Williams like he's running to an all-pro performance this season if he keeps tacking up this many touchdowns. 3 touchdowns for the day for Jamal Williams. Come on, get you a glass, Jamal. Fantastic performance by you, man. They controlled the line of scrimmage all day with the offensive line. You know, they had some penalties to kind of start off in the first half, but they did a really good job of weathering the storm and not hurting themselves with other penalties in the second half. And it wasn't just Jamal. Jamal did a really good job of converting and picking up big chunk plays as well, as he's done all season. He really hasn't killed it in terms of yardage because he's not getting whole bulk of the carries by himself. But when they need to cash in on 3rd or first down on the goal line, he's been money all season. I don't want to bring up the Dallas game, but it seems like he's making up for that, and we gonna move past that. We're not gonna live in the past. We gonna celebrate what they're doing right now. So shout out Jamal Williams for the game he had. Justin Jackson, who did a really good job coming in with some important runs. I think he touched the ball 9 times for about 60 yards, and every single time he was running, he was moving forward. He was being productive in that second back row because, as we know with DeAndre Swift, he's still dealing with injuries, and he's not really running the same like he did to start the year off. He's not running as strong vertically as he should. When he got the touchdown in the second half, he ran straight ahead as the line that was created. But every time they give him the ball, like on those 3rd and 1s and those 32s where he's forced to, dance and hesitate in the pocket instead of just hitting a hole and going forward, he's dancing way too much, and it's putting him in positions to keep getting hurt and tackled in open space. And clearly, we don't want that from DeAndre Swift. because we've seen enough of that happen already. Again, Khalif Raymond did a good job today. He had a couple nice plays. He had a huge third down conversion to ice the game at the end, where he came in on the end around and was able to slide off of like a 12-yard gain, slid in the middle of the field, got him to the 2-minute warning, and the Lions were able to ice the game and put it away at that point and win by a double-digit score. This is super impressive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, another awesome game for him. And I was told on Twitter, again, I just want to take this time to think that, hey, he was making so much of these plays. This offense is moving so well because of a DJ Shark having such a huge, impressive presence as a decoy. We didn't see DJ Shark at all this game. He's got one target when he was double teamed. He shouldn't even got the pass from Jared Goff. Outside of that, DJ Shark didn't do anything outside of that. The point is, this offense moved just fine without his presence. And if we ramp up closer to the point where Jameson Williams is going to be ready to play, he's going to be that decoy that can hopefully fill in and catch passes in the meantime. Because DJ Shark's not doing anything for this offense. But you know what? I'm taking too much time to be a negative. We're going to get back to the positive because it's a good day. It's a great day to be a Lions fan, and we're going to celebrate all of it. So we got a little bit of love in for the offense. Again, not done yet. Sorry. The offensive line. We got a little bit of kudos for you. I didn't go in depth enough. I'm sorry. 160 yards rushing by a team. The Lions put up 160 rushing yards and scored 4 touchdowns and did not allow one sack to the Giants defense that had played great all season long. Come get you a shot. Fantastic job by the offensive line and the offense as a whole. Again, this was a group effort, and we're going to talk all about all of them. Defense, your turn. Come on, get in line. Come get your drinks. Come get your shout out. Come get your celebration here because you earned it. This is a fantastic performance by you for a number of reasons, and we're going to talk all about it. Let's start with the most obvious that we saw. Forced 3 turnovers. Huge against this offense. Huge. Now, first of all, let's be very clear. While the Giants have a great record, they were 7-2 to come in this game. I didn't believe they were a great team. I thought a lot of what they were doing was a little fluky and fraudulent when you have Daniel Jones as your quarterback. But they were able to lean on players like Saquon Barkley to help take some pressure off him, who came into the game leading the league in rushing. And you were able to limit Saquon Barkley to 25 yards on 15 touches. That is absolutely tremendous. Absolutely spectacular day. Ali McNeil had the game of his career today. He started right off the block, clogging up lanes, putting Saquon on his behind, was blowing up lines and passing holes. He was doing unbelievable in terms of his presence. And then it translated into the passing game as well, in which you saw the Lions be able to bring down Daniel Jones, I believe, 2 or 3 times in sacks, and then you hit him repeatedly throughout the game, and it rattled him. It rattled him and it forced this team to turn the ball over 3 times, which included 2 interceptions by Daniel Jones. One to Kirby Joseph, and then another one to Aiden Hutchinson. The big playmaker is stepping up. Hutch doing his thing. Hutch playing some of the best football of his career right now. Shout out to Hutch. Looking like the number 2 overall pick. Looking like that game breaker. This is what you want to see. I'm not saying he has to get a pick every game, but you want to see your number 2 pick. You want to see the face of your defense leap off the screen the way he did. And the way he was able to stay in Daniel Jones' face, the way he was able to help bring pressure consistently off that D-line in different positions on the D-line shows that potential is getting there. Now again, I never said he was a bust. I never said he couldn't play. When we spoke about Hutchinson to start the season, we said there were games where he would go and he was invisible and he wasn't making impacts. Now he's impacting the game in consistent bunches now, in stretches, with run support, with pressure, with batting the ball down, and now he's expanded his game in the pass coverage. This is the kind of growth we wanted to see from Hutch, and it's blossoming, and it's been awesome to see. Kirby Joseph, come get you a shot too, man. You've been fantastic yourself. He has been great, and I think it's been a benefit to the defensive line as well, because Kirby Joseph plays pretty aggressive. Like, he's a ball hawk, and he's always in the vicinity to make a play. I think it's easier for young DBs like a Kirby Joseph to be able to make those kind of plays and jumps when your D-line is putting consistent pressure on the quarterback to be in positions where they have to be desperate. You had the Giants down in double digits the whole game. So what does that have to mean? Because Saquon can't run the ball. So what do you have to do? You have to rely on shaky Daniel Jones to come through and win a ball game for you. When he can't lead on Saquon, he struggles. And that's exactly what happened. Didn't throw a touchdown. I think he ran it with number 80. I forgot his name. I think Jones is his last name. He really wasn't game-breaking like that. There was some plays where he was able to stretch and get, completions down the field and run. But outside of that, Daniel Jones had to use his arm to beat the Detroit Lions. And he ain't gonna do that consistently. You pinned your ears back, you made the plays, and you took control of the game. You established dominance at the line of scrimmage, and it carried on to create those turnovers and seal the game to get the offense extra opportunities to score. Fantastic game by the defense. I was so impressed by what I saw from them. One more person who deserves it. We'll give it to a group. We'll call it a group for this. Dan Campbell and the coaching staff. Again, this is a team effort. We're giving everybody love today with the Detroit Lions for what they did because they absolutely deserve it. Don't get in your own way. That's the definition of SOL. Don't get in your own way. And Dan Campbell didn't do that. That's not to say he was perfect today. It's to say he was good enough in the biggest spots where they needed it. When it was time to kick a field goal, they kicked the field goal. When it was time to convert on third down and pick the right plays to do so, they handed it off to Jamal Williams or Justin Jackson or even an Amon-Ra St. Brown end around or a Khalif Raymond end around. They made the right plays. Ben Johnson made the right plays and the right calls. Aaron Glenn was making a lot of good substitutions and package maneuvers to put the defense in the best position to frustrate Daniel Jones, to put consistent pressure on him. Like, there were drives where he was getting hit repeatedly every single time he threw the ball. Even when he was running the ball, he was getting a lot of scrambles off with those cheap little option runs that he was getting. I said it while I'm yelling at my TV. Every time he runs and crosses that blue line, make him regret it. You have to do that to a quarterback, especially one like him who was prone to turning the football over. You want to make him the reason that they have to win. When you play with the lead, when you don't make mistakes to make yourself be in position where you have to play desperate, you get to enjoy games and victories like this. And again, we're going to be chill. Because we're not talking about the playoffs. I don't even care about the record. Forget the record right now. We're not talking about the record. We're talking about the quality of football that they're putting on the TV. Let's start there. Let's not jump too far to the moon, Lions fans. Let's take this step by step. They're putting a good product on the field and playing 4 quarters of football. That's all we want to get rid of the SOL mantra. We'll get to the playoffs at a different point. We'll talk about that at another time. But for right now, we enjoy this 3-game winning streak for what it truly means. It's good football. It's football where the Detroit Lions are not beating themselves and they're winning games that actually matter right now. That is super important to remember. And when these drinks pouring up, we gonna make sure that that is the focal point of this conversation at the news desk. Woo! Oh, I can't. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. This is a great day. Great football Sunday. Talk to me in the comment section. I would love to hear how you guys are feeling today about this victory. What was your response to the Detroit Lions putting together this 31-18 W on the road against the New York Giants? What was your immediate reaction? Who's the MVP for the game? What do you want to see next week? Moving on to Buffalo. Talk to me. I would love to hear how you feel in Lions Nation. It's a good time to be talking to Lions football right about now. Hit me up in the comment section. Make sure you like the video as well. And again, we're pushing closer. We are literally, I think, like 10, maybe 15 subscribers away to hitting the milestone of 5,000 subscribers. If you're stepping in new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell to make sure you get the notifications when we bring new content your way so you're never behind. You're always right there. We got the content coming all the time for you, especially in great days like these. Make sure you tap in on our social media as well. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of the above. Search and follow Detroit Sports Nation. And follow me as well at I am Eric Vincent so you can see how happy I've been on my timeline today. Oh, this is a much needed celebration day. for the Detroit Lions and for Detroit sports fans in general. What a great day this is, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. We greatly appreciate your love and support, and I'll be seeing you again right here for the DSN News Desk. Peace.